Do long distance relationship work? My name is Coach Adrian, and you're tuned in to Happily Committed. The short answer is yes. Yes, long distance relationship can work. Not all the time, sometimes, especially if you know what you're doing. I'm talking from experience because I myself was in a long distance relationship. And fortunately for me and for my wife, we were able to navigate those waters, treacherous waters, that is not always easy. So I'm here to share some of my experience to make sure that you don't let distance come in between you and your significant other. The key is to make sure that you are mature, secure, and confident. There's going to need to be an element of trust here because you don't get to be with your partner on a daily basis. You're living separate realities. And some of the mistakes that I have made, that we have made as a couple when we first were long distance, is to try to be too smothering, to do too much together too quickly. And it might be fun at first, especially if this is early on in the relationship, to spend hours upon hours on the phone, on Skype or on FaceTime. But it's not sustainable. And I'm not here to tell you not to do it. I'm just here to tell you not to expect your partner to want to do it forever. And it can be a little bit immature to expect your partner to always check in. You're going to need to be more mature in dealing with your emotions and give your partner freedom and independence to live their lives, to pursue their goals, and to do what they've got to do. Of course, they need to be mindful of your needs, and they need to check in when they can, and you can't go, weeks, if not multiple weeks, without talking with one another. But it cannot be mechanical, and you cannot threaten your partner. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. You need to deal and manage with your insecurities, and you need to have faith in your partner and in what you're building at the moment. It's very important to find that balance between not smothering your significant other and at the same time not neglecting them. Because if you go towards either extreme, the relationship is going to lose its balance and you're going to push them away. I cannot tell you exactly what you should do because it's a different reality for each relationship, depending on your needs and your partner's needs and your combined experiences. But it's very important for you to bring yourself to account, to make sure that you're not falling into either extreme. And to make sure that you do so, you need to ensure that you're both living with purpose, that you both have an activity, things that you're doing on a regular basis. If one partner is busy with work and the other has a lot of time on their hands, it becomes a lot more difficult to find the balance. Or if one partner is, living their best life and doing some sort of project that they're completely passionate about, and the other partner is not doing as much, well, it becomes very difficult to find that balance. And one can be resentful, one can find the other person too needy and too demanding, and we lose control. So you can't be too demanding of your partner's time. You can't be too needy, and you cannot neglect them. If you're able to avoid those pitfalls, you can survive distance. And again, I'm talking from experience. Ultimately, though, you need to have an end in sight. You need to have a project, something that you guys can both pull towards. If you're doing long distance indefinitely, the odds are that at some point, some distraction will come and you will lose focus. If you know a date or something in the future that is going to help you come together, it's a lot easier to manage because you have an end in sight, because you're pulling towards something together. So both parties need to agree on a long-term plan to come together. It cannot be one putting pressure on the other. You both have to buy in. And I'll even take it a step further. Both parties need to compromise somewhat. It's not going to work if one of the two partners is giving up their career, their friends, their families, and expected to just slide into the other's life. It will lead to resentment. It will lead to a shift in the dynamic of the couple that you may not be able to survive. Both parties need to compromise some way, somehow, to the best of your abilities. And if you're able to do this, I have good faith that your long distance relationship can progress and that you can be happy together. As always, leave me your thoughts. Like this video if you've enjoyed it. Subscribe to Happily Committed to get content like this every single week delivered straight to your inbox. And this is what we do. We are here to help you create the relationship you want and to help you fight the good fight. So see you soon for another video on Happily Committed.